Okay, guys, this video has absolutely nothing to do with Aptera. So if you want to switch off, I will not be offended. Looks like 10,000 subscribers is like some magic number when companies start reaching out to you and asking you if you want to do sponsored content with them. And I've gotten a couple of offers for things and I've turned them down because I was totally not interested. There's this company called Yesoul or Yesoul, I think it's Yesoul. It's a Chinese kind of Peloton knockoff bike. And I've always wanted an indoor trainer, not because I'm really into spinning classes or anything, but because if you've watched this channel for a long time, you know that I'm a pretty avid cyclist, not as a recreational cyclist, more as like a bike commuter. I bike commute to work because I think that's the most efficient way of getting around. That's why I like the Aptera, because for places that are too far for the bike, you need a vehicle, and Aptera is the most efficient vehicle. But if it's something's in biking distance, I'm definitely biking it. So I bike everywhere. Fortunately, I live in Southern California where the weather is good and I can bike outdoors most of the time. And so uh, I don't need an indoor trainer so much. But I thought my family would like it, and it seemed like a good bike. So when they asked me to do some sponsored content with them, I said yes. And so they sent it to me, and basically I have to make a video where I review the bike and give my honest assessment on what I thought about the bike. So the funny thing is, I got the bike, and there's absolutely no instructions on how to put this thing together. I thought there would be some kind of QR code or something. Um, there is a installation manual on their website. It's pretty easy to find, but also if you're somewhat mechanically inclined, it's fairly straightforward. If you've put bikes together and you can put together like IKEA furniture, you can pretty much figure it out. It's not that difficult. The one thing that was an issue is that one of the bolts on the front part of it was partially stripped out, and it was really hard to get it to engage all the way. And I couldn't torque it down as much as I wanted to because I was fairly sure I was going to strip it out completely. So that is an issue, and I asked them to send me a new piece. If they don't, it's not a big deal. It's pretty easy fix. I could probably just find a bolt that's a little bit longer and get a nut on the other side and could easily fix it that way. That was the only issue. The other thing I was worried about was the screen on this bike is just massive. It is 32 inches and it hangs off of this little support structure in the front. And I thought that when on the bike, it would just rock and sway a lot. But that turned out not to be an issue because the screen is unbelievably light. It almost feels like a fake screen. And the screen is probably less than 5 pounds in weight. It's pretty incredible how light it is. Overall, it wasn't too hard to put together. I think it took me maybe 15, 20 minutes to put together. And they send you all the tools necessary to put the thing together. It comes in a little bubble wrapped little pouch, and so it was pretty easy to get together. And I'll talk more about the features, and I'll give you the wrap up at the end of this video. Okay, so this is a pretty standard bike. It's like basically a Peloton. It doesn't have clipless pedals. It has regular pedals, which you can think of as a plus or a minus. I think for most people, the clipless pedals are just a hassle. If you get kind of more serious into spinning, you might want to switch these out to clipless pedals. That'd be fairly easy to do because these are just standard cranks, and you can put standard clipless pedals on them. The bike is really smooth and very quiet. And here's the adjustment bar, and you can see the resistance change on the screen. And it has all the standard, you can change the height of the handlebars, you can change the position forward and backward of the seats using this little knob here, and you can change the height of the seat here. It comes with these 1 kilogram weights, which are pretty puny, but maybe that's good. I've never used these as a spin class. Maybe that's the standard size for them. And it has a membership you can buy for these like workout classes. Some of them are free and they're controlled through this app you can put on your tablet. So here I'll show you. You can also do these rides that are just like just scenic rides if you want to do that. It gives you details of your ride. Obviously we didn't ride anything. Home. And you can do, let's see here, scenic rides here. And then you can ride through, you know, Switzerland. 20-minute ride. And so you can just spin and look at scenery. You can also mirror your tablet or your phone and like watch YouTube videos or whatever else you're watching on your tablet or your phone. And I asked them if you could do something like Zwift, because I was really interested in something like Zwift or Ruvi as a indoor trainer, because it has a power meter, what I'm most interested in. And they said that you couldn't do it, but you can do it actually. And I'll show you how you can do that. There's a way of doing that. Okay, so if you want to mirror your tablet, there's this little app called eShare. You click on that, and you click mirroring, and then it will mirror on the screen. And you see here, the tablet is mirrored on the screen. So you can see here's like a GCN video about the hour record. It's on my tablet. And then if you switch over to there, it's on the screen, and I can make it full screen like that. So that works pretty well. The one annoying thing about it is if you have it on your tablet, the sound doesn't come through the bike. The sound comes through your tablet. So if you want better sound, you're gonna have to like hook it up to a Bluetooth speaker or something. It's just the way that app works. It's a little bit annoying. It should make the sound come through the bike, and that would be better. But it's kind of a workaround for that. And it's not their app, so this company doesn't make the app that lets the screen mirroring. I think it's done by some third party, and that's just the functionality they have. They claim that if you put the app on a computer, it can pump the sound through the speakers of the bike, but that turned out not to be the case because I tried it on a MacBook Air and it didn't work. So the sound will come through the computer or through this tablet, and if you want better sound, you're gonna have to put a Bluetooth speaker into it. The first thing I wanted to do when I check out the bike is I wanted to see what my functional threshold potential was. And I know the Pelotons have that function. Unfortunately, this bike, the app that comes with it does not have the function. You can kind of do it yourself. It does have a power meter, so you can figure it out yourself. And but there was no easy thing where you like just pedal for 20 minutes and it calculates your functional threshold potential for you. Last time I checked it, it was like 260 watts or something like that. And I wanted to see if I was better or worse. That was a couple of years ago. I'm older now, so it's probably worse. Another thing that you can do is you can, I wanted to see how long I could hold the hour record for a bike on. And the hour record is 55 kilometers in an hour. And it was done by, I think, Sir Bradley Whitten or something. And that turned out to be an average of 440 watts. So I just wanted to see how long I could hold 440 watts for. Anyway, so that's what I was doing. And there's a GCN video about some guys trying to do it and see how long they can hold on. And if you want to know how to use it for like Zwift and use it as a smart trainer, there is this app. It's called QDMO Zwift. I don't know how to say the word, but you can see it has really great reviews, 4.9 stars. The guy who's the developer is very responsive and does great. It supports all kinds of these like Bluetooth trainer bikes, and you can use it. You can use that as a Bluetooth bridge to access like Zwift and Ruvi, and also you can use it as a Peloton and join Peloton classes with it. So I think that's a really good feature. They told me that they did not have that feature, but in fact that they do. There's a workaround with that third-party app to get Zwift going. So that's really great for me and for other cyclists that aren't super interested in spin classes but want to use this as a smart trainer. It's $499, I think, on sale right now, which is a great deal. The bike overall, other than that one bolt, which is a kind of a quality control problem for them, and I think I just got it was just like a one-off bad batch. Other than that, the bike is really nice. It's very smooth. I have no issues with it. It's solid. I think it would last a long time. My brother-in-law has a Peloton. It does not seem any different, honestly. So if you're interested in a smart trainer, it's not a bad bike, and I'm pretty happy with it overall. Okay, Well, if you guys are watching this, thanks for watching. Thanks as always. We'll get back to regular Aptera programming. Thanks.